Hey there, fellow collectors, Shuki here. Dark background. I have no lights on in the house right now except for the window right here giving me natural light, so this quality might actually be decent. But I digress. Vlog time! This is my third attempt at recording this vlog over the course of roughly a month. The first one became kind of irrelevant after some things were announced. And then the one I recorded probably a couple days ago, I just sounded like a whiny little brat, and I decided to not do that one. So here we are today. I want to talk about the future of the channel, what's going on, and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to make this as quick as possible. This is my third time around, so you think I can do this in a little bit more of a digestive format. Probably won't. That's worth a shot. So as you know from many vlogs I've done in the past, especially the past couple months, revenue is very, probably like 6 more varies, very down. I hope that was 6. So yeah, things aren't going the great in terms of the channel. I mean, myself, there's rough days, of course, but I'm keeping my spirits up and all that jazz, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, in terms of the actual channel, everything is very bad. I do want to give a shout out and a thanks to everyone that supports me on Patreon. It's not a whole lot. It's about maybe $120, $140 somewhere around there a month, which is definitely super helpful. I won't say that it's not. In fact, thanks to those people, I was able to pay my lot payment on time when it came out. So that's always helpful, because that shot up to about $550 a month, and that's more than my actual YouTube paycheck now. Fun. So anyway, yeah, things suck, but I mean, it doesn't kill my motivation in terms of wanting to do videos. I still want to do videos. I love doing videos, but I also have to keep in mind the fact that I have to keep myself in mind, and my household in mind, my pets in mind, and all of that. So it kind of boils down to the fact that I am still searching for that job. Right now I'm being a little bit picky. I shouldn't be. But right now I'm being a little bit picky because I want to find something that I feel I can be happy doing. And that's not flipping burgers at a McDonald's or stocking shelves at a Target or something like that. And no knock on those that do. But I'm 29 and I want to be doing something with my life that I enjoy doing. And I have been for years. But right now, what I enjoy doing is not making the ends meet, so I need to find something that does. And so, I guess I'm a little spoiled in that regard, because I've spent so long making a nice, decent living out of what I enjoy. Now that I'm not, I want to find something else I enjoy doing as well. And so, I'm still poking around. I want to give it just a little bit longer, try to hold off and find that perfect thing. I've applied to several, just haven't really had too much luck. I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. But, yeah, so basically I need to find another job to make ends meet, because right now it's not. I'm barely scraping by, and that is with selling stuff every month, pretty much. If I wasn't selling some things, I wouldn't be able to probably make it every month. But, so that being said, keep an eye on my blog's sales thread, the Shuki Sales tab. You're gonna have a lot of stuff popping up there. I got a couple SH figure arts going up. I've got some chibi arts and Transformers Masterpiece toys, and a couple new Kamen Rider roleplay items popping up there. As soon as build wraps up, my build collection's probably going to be going up there. And unfortunately, I think my Gaim collection is going to be going up there. I love Gaim to death, one of my favorite series. I love the toy line, the lock seeds are great. But it's just kind of one of those things where I have too much stuff. I collect too much stuff, and I want to remedy that. And I want to try to narrow my collection down to a little bit more of a certain scope. And It basically boiled down to, do I keep Gaim, do I keep Exade? And I decided to keep Exade. The video game theme just won me over. I think I like Gaim a little bit more as a show overall, but that's still kind of debatable, actually. Exade was great, I loved it. But the video game theme just wins me over every time. So I had to keep the Exade collection. So Gaim kind of has to go. So I'm still trying to price everything out. It turns out it's hard to price things for sale when it's hard to find said things for sale to find a base price for. So I'm still trying to do that in due time. But keep an eye on that. That'll hopefully help me scale my collection back, not have so much stuff, and basically at the end of the day I want to kind of cure my addiction a little bit. Stop buying as much crap. And I'm not saying it's crap. These are great toys. These are fun toys. But I need to cut back. And I think Rider's the way to do that. Rider is a huge money pit. Rider has a lot of campaign items and exclusives and magazines and premiums, Bandai stuff, and just a bunch of toys. Every month. And while some gimmick sets might be cheap, the full bottles are a 2-pack for about $8. When they release 3 to 4 of them in a month, that adds up. And when the weapons are like $50 to $40 and the drivers are $50 to $40, it just all adds up very, very quickly. And when you spend anywhere from $30 to $60 on one full bottle because it's a campaign exclusive toy, it gets to be a lot. And so I feel Rider is just kind of that ticket to where if I could kind of back out of Rider, I'm a little bit more in a better financial situation. And I feel that way about a lot of the Pokemon stuff I collect too. But I'm trimming that collection down quite a bit as well. But so that's where I'm at. And we'll see what happens in terms of the future. Real quick, I just kind of want to go over what we know about upcoming things, and I want to give my kind of thoughts on everything. I'm going to start with, we'll start with Rider. I'm going to finish Build. I feel really bad about just stopping Build right now, so I'm going to finish off Build, the Evil Driver, the Bat Engine set, and the Rabbit Dragon set should be shipping soon. I'm going to wait until the Crane and Drill Trigger Machine releases, and then I'll ship those. So those should be coming soon. And then we have the Genius Bottle and whatever stuff releases in the next quarter that we don't know about. It won't be a lot, but we don't know what it is because that magazine has vanished for some reason. It's nowhere. Not magazine. Toy catalog. It's not out. We don't know where it is. Is it over here? But as I've said several times before, I'm not going to be doing any more premium stuff for Build or exclusive campaign stuff or anything like that for Build. So don't expect like the Rider card or the Legend Rider bottles or anything like that. Don't expect any of that popping up on the channel because I'm not going to go after them. But so there is that. But as for Geo or CEO, for you people who want to pronounce the Japanese wrong and just go off the romanization, but I'm going off of Geo. So Geo, from like what little I know about Geo, I might be screwed. It really depends on one thing. I forgot there was a cat up there. Is if the collectible gimmick has an electronic thing in it. If it has electronics, I might be screwed because those always get me. I love gimmicks with electronics in them. But if it doesn't and they look kind of stupid, I might be able to get away with not buying the toys for the next Rider. So we'll have to see what happens if it's an anniversary season, if it's not an anniversary season, if it's a Decade sequel, if it's not a Decade sequel. Who knows? We'll know probably fairly soon, but so we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, if it is an anniversary season and the collectible gimmick has electronics, I might be screwed. But if it doesn't, I think it's probably going to be a pretty hard pass. But we'll see once those toy catalogs come out for Geo and we get more information on it, and then I'll make an actual formal announcement about what I want to do with the series then. So that's the current state of Rider. It may or may not happen anymore. We'll see. Sentai. Sentai is not going anywhere. Lupin Ranger vs. Pato Ranger is not only very fun, it's a very easy thing to collect. The toy line, there's like one thing coming out this month. And I think like maybe 2 or 3 things coming out next month. Might only be 2, I don't even remember. But it's a very light series so far, and that's great. I love lighter series. They're a lot easier to collect, and I appreciate that. But I love Sentai. I love Sentai robots. I get a kick out of the changers most of the time. So I don't see Sentai going anywhere. It's usually a lot easier to collect than anything else. So not gonna mess with Sentai. I think that's pretty much here to stay. So Sentai's here to stay. As for Ultraman, RB, Rube, Lube, Rubu, Lube, I don't know what to call it at this time. I don't know if I go with Rube, which is like I think what they're trying to go for, Rubu, which is the actual kana, or RB, which is like the romanization. So I have no idea. I have no idea what to go for this next Ultra, but it's like it's connected to Orb, and I love Orb to death. Orb is my favorite Ultra that I've seen, and I really want to collect them, but at the same time, it's a gimmick that is tangible but doesn't make noise on its own, and they're really cool little pog things, and I love that. And the transformation device is the Matrix of Leadership, and that's great, and I want everything about the series. I just don't know if I will be able to collect it like I want to, because again, financial sucks right now. So I might have to pass on the gimmicks for Ultraman and just get some like the action figures and the vinyl figures and stuff. But we'll see. I'll definitely be getting the vinyl figures. Not that anyone really cares about the vinyl figures, but I will be getting those and probably the Ultra Action figure series because those are cheap and super fun. So I'll keep getting those. But so that's Ultraman. Ultraman's kind of a big question mark right now. We'll have to see what the toys do, if they're fun, what the series is like, and I'll kind of go from there. So Ultraman's kind of like Kamen Rider right now, where it's a big question mark. But and as for Pokemon, I barely touch Pokemon on this channel at the moment, so it doesn't particularly matter to you guys. But cutting back on the statue series I collect, and maybe cutting back on the Monster Collection series too. Wicked Cool Toys is debuting their English series pretty soon, and I want to kind of check that stuff out. So we'll see what happens with Pokemon. But yeah, so that brings me to the next thing, Power Rangers. I haven't touched Power Rangers on here in a while, other than a couple legacy items here or there. But things are changing. Things are changing a lot in terms of Power Rangers. We have the fact that Hasbro now owns the franchise. Beast Morphers is coming. Beast Morphers is an adaptation of my favorite Sentai series, Go Busters. I'm weak. And I feel like Hasbro's really going to knock it out of the park. I really do. I don't want to count my chickens just yet, but I have a lot of faith in Hasbro to make a really cool toy line. For this series in particular, I think it's just a series that really lends itself to Hasbro's level of engineering. So I'm very weak. And the thing about Hasbro is that if Toei allows them to do these things with the property, it opens up the door to a ton of possibilities that we didn't particularly have before. It opens up the chance to mix Power Rangers with things like Mr. Potato Head, which I would totally buy. My Little Pony, which I have no interest in, but would probably totally buy. Transformers, which I would definitely buy. And G.I. Joe like barely has a toy line at this point, but there's like comic and stuff pop opportunities with that, I suppose. But I don't really care too much about actual tangible crossovers. But toyetic crossovers, I think there's a lot of potential there. I want to be there for this. I want to be able to buy these things if I see them and if they get made. And right now, I kind of want to go all in and Go Busters, or Beast Morphers, but I want to be there for this, and I guess right now I'm just in a place, like mentally and just in terms of energy, that I love Power Rangers, and that's not gonna change right now, I don't think. Still riding the high of Hyperforce. I loved that. That was great. And I'm still rooting for a season 2. Hopefully, please, somebody that's listening, do it, please. But that was great. The Boom comics right now are spectacular. If you're not reading the comics, please check them out. If you check them out, they're not your thing. I understand. I don't understand, but I respect that. But if you haven't checked them out yet, do give them a shot. And I just like the optimism in the community for things Hasbro can do and for Beast Morphers and everything is just so nice after being in such a lull with Dino Supercharge and Ninja Steel, where everything just looked very bleak. This year has been phenomenal in terms of, more phenomenal even, in terms of just generating that hype for Power Rangers again. And I can't wait to see what happens. And like I said, I want to be, if I'm going to keep doing toy reviews and stuff, I want to focus on something that I particularly love. And I love Power Rangers. I can't deny that. Even when I hate it, I still love Power Rangers. And so I'm hoping that if this toy line can kick it out of the park, knock it out of the park even, I want to be like all in for this, and I want to be like the Power Rangers toy reviewer guy. So we'll see what happens. But that's kind of just my reasoning for everything right now, is I need to cut back on certain collections, narrow my scope quite a bit to just a couple core collections, Power Rangers being one of them, and go from there. I have too much stuff, need to get rid of a lot of things, and I want to narrow my focus so that I'm still buying a bunch of stuff, don't get me wrong, but buying things with a focus as opposed to just buying this toy, that toy, this toy, that toy, that line, this line, that line, this line, that line, this and this, and it's getting out of hand. So that's where I am at. This is 10 minutes shorter than my last go-around, so I consider that a success. And I don't sound nearly as whiny as I did before, so thumbs up. I know a lot of people that watch my stuff don't particularly like Power Rangers. They think it's trash, and I understand that. So this direction, I want to say, no, don't even want to say moving forward, because we still have until like April next year before Beast Morphers toys roll around. But who knows? Who knows what could happen with this new horizon that is Hasbro. But in this kind of new direction moving forward with potentially less stuff, like I said, and a job, once I land that, that will pull me away from doing videos as frequently. But, yeah, I don't know what else to say other than thank you for supporting me all this time and continuing to support me as things change. Because things are definitely going to change. I just don't know how and what just yet, but we will get there as time goes on. But I have to get ready to go, so I will leave it at that. If anybody has any questions regarding anything I've said in here, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will be sure to answer them to the best of my ability. Let me know what you're feeling about the Power Rangers Hasbro deal, of course, and what you might be looking for in the next Rider series or Sentai series or whatever. Just leave your thoughts in the comments down below. I love reading them, and we will see what happens in the future. But for now, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye. I'd like to thank Joey, Mr. Mike, Josh, VZ17, and all my fans who support me on Patreon.